Okay, live na tayo. Hello mga ka-jumpers, good evening, good morning at kung anong time zone man kayo. And once again, this is Coach Joel, ang inyong coach sa gabing ito. At yan, so ngayon pala ay game 9 na natin at live tayo ulit. So, in-schedule ko na pala yung live natin. It would between be like Monday to Friday. Ano yan, Monday to Friday lang kasi pagka Saturday and Sunday kasi may activities kami at kadalasan magampanin namin sa church na. So, um, ang game natin ngayon ay same pa rin. So, kung wala pa tayong kino-coach ngayon guys, so dito pa rin tayo. Ang problema ko lang kasi itong live stream kasi ng StreamYard may limit pala. So, nililimit ko lang siya ng 1 hour talaga. Dahil nga, yung podcast, tatawagin ko kasi itong podcast kasi hindi ako magpapakita ng mukha ko, no? Kasi talagang mahihayin ako eh. So, yung mga past ko naman na video, medyo kumapal yung mukha natin kasi pandemic naman yun. Ngayon kasi tapos na yung pandemic eh. So, ano ulit tayo? Tago muna sa likod ng boses, ayan. So, sa mga hindi pa nakakaalam sa atin, ayan, so dati pala ay meron tayong kahit papaano na experience sa papaano maging isang chess players. At ito naman 'no, sa mga gustong sumama sa journey na ito, ayan, i-upload natin ito sa ating channel, sa ating Facebook at sa ating official Coach Joel House. So dun pala sa Coach Joel House guys, hindi lang po chess yung ituturo natin in the future. Sa ngayon lang kasi ina-start ko lang para makuha ko din yung mga attention ng mga chess players natin na gustong kumita din, no? Kasi dito may kitaan din dito. So tuturuan ko kayo paano kumita dito sa decentralized platform natin in the future. So um yan, kikita tayo dito ng malaki-laki din kung papalo yung ating kasi may token din tayo eh. So kung ano't ano man ang maging kitaan dito sa lahat po ng naniniwala sa akin dito sa community natin na ito, ay bibigyan natin ng portion ng revenue, 'no? So, sa lahat ng mga sumusuporta din sa atin sa araw-araw natin na live, so magkakaroon tayo ng revenue sharing din. So gano'n, simple as that. So ngayon pala guys ay mag-i-start na tayo at ayan, medyo bumaba yung hindi ko pala nakita, ito pala. Ayan. So, flash screen natin. Ayan. So, 1600 yung ating rank dito sa 1 minute. So, habang nag-aano tayo guys, makikinig ako ng EMA. So, may EMA pala dito.
So your token value,
Ayan.
as the day progresses,
Okay,
as
let's
the day
play.
passes
Let's play.
by, the more transaction that you do, the more token, your token will be bought by Italy or the system. So basically, me as an outsider, let's say suddenly I see somebody buying this token like tens of thousands of, let's say, digital goals store, for example. Okay, then I'll be wondering what's happening with the digital store. Then I might end up buying that particular token. This is where I remembered that Interlink announced a long time ago, which is still in the white paper. Those who have ITLG will be given privileges for airdrops and things like that. So just imagine, this is just the imagination. Yeah? Let's say Amazon accepts ITL. Let's just assume Amazon accepts ITL. Can you imagine the amount of transactions that will go to Amazon using ITL? I'm not saying Amazon will accept, you'll never know. But assuming we have about 5 or 10 of big organizations accepting ITL, so we'll have 5 or 10 different tokens.
Ayan guys, nakachamba tayo. Okay, next.
Invest also. Okay, using our ITL because they'll be paired with ITL. This is how I see it. But you just go through, Mr. Kuram. It's a very interesting. You can actually do a PhD thesis on what KBG announced today.
Wow.
It's simply brilliant.
Yeah, because as I said, even if someone wants to try it on Chat GPT, it is, a little hard to understand for everyone. So I just give you like a small example. I think maybe you have already seen it. So for what example I got so far is, let's say there is a business that joins Interlink, right? Whatever name that is. Let's say Jagadish Cafe, right? He joins the Interlink ecosystem. So let's say Jagadish Cafe tokenize their business by issuing like a digital asset called, let's say, Jagadish. So they create a liquidity pool. What the liquidity pool will be, that will be Jagadish asset like and the ITL. Now in the pool we have 10,000 Jagadish coin and 10,000 ITL. So basically, this will allow the people to trade between the tokens, like between Jagadish coins and ITL coins. Now, let's say someone goes to Jagadish Cafe and he wants to buy something. So let's say he pays 100 ITL and the payment is made. So the 95 ITL will go to the merchant, but the 5% will automatically will be added to the protocol, to the buyback protocol. So now the 5 ITL goes back into the liquidity pool where the Jagadish Cafe and ITL together created a pool of 10,000 coins each. So now that 5% is going in there. And what that 5% ITL will do, they will buy back the Jagadish tokens using the same formula, the 5% buyback. So what will happen in the liquidity pool? The ITL is buying back the Jagadish coins. So what will happen? It will keep removing the Jagadish coin from the system, from the liquidity pool. So if Jagadish Cafe receives 100 customers per day, so and 100 customers are paying 100 ITL, that is total what? 100 customers are paying 10 ITL, so that is what, 10,000?
Okay lang.
I think so, if my math is not wrong.
Sorry. How many? It doesn't matter, Mr. Puram.
Okay. So what the protocol gonna do? It will be 5% is equal to 500 ITL. So the 5% of the 10,000 is 500 ITL. So that 500 ITL with automatically buys the Jagadish coins every day. Every day it will happen. So what's gonna happen to the market? It will have an effect because the Jagadish tokens are constantly being purchased by that 5%, formula of automatically buying it. So the liquidity will increase in the pool and the token in the pool, the Jagadish Cafe, will start decreasing and the price pressure increases. So the more successful the Jagadish Cafe becomes, the stronger demand for it coins become. So that's what I understand. I tried a little bit of Chat GPT too. So basically, that's how it's going to work. It's a little drama, but hard to understand, but that's how it is going to work. So basically, they will create a pool. So the easiest example I got was from the exchange, Let's say we create a pool. There are two coins. Let's say USDT and ITL. I'm just giving an example with the names. It has nothing to do with it. It is just an example to understand. So every time somebody use that pair, USDT with ITL or ITL with USDT, there will be a percentage that will be taken out from that transaction and will be put back into the liquidity pool of those both coins. So from there, they will start buying the other coin, whatever percentage they are taken out from that transaction. So what it will do, the tokens will start decreasing and the price will start going up. That's what I understand so far.
Okay.
But as I said, I could be wrong. I could be 100% right, but I'll go into it more. And I think by tomorrow, I will know 100% for sure. But as I said, I didn't get a minute to do any research on this thing because I was doing an AMA when this tweet came out.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about it since you put it like this, because I just like to understand it in the economic manner.
So let's
Yay! Nakachamba tayo, guys.
Digital gold, you have a business, right? And now I want to
Nakachamba tayo.
do this
Next.
with ITL, with Interlink. So we're gonna create a liquidity pool, me and Interlink. We have to put something in it to create a liquidity pool. So once we agree, then any transaction happen, 5% will go back in that pool. Let's say we both started with 10,000 coins each. Now every time there is a transaction, 5% will go back into that pool. And that 5% will buy back those coins and that will decrease the coins and increase the value of it. That's how the buyback is going to work. That's what I know so far. And if I'm not 100% right, I don't think so. I'm like 100% wrong either, you know.
No. There is no right or wrong here because the tweet is not easy to understand also, and a lot of questions actually. But basically, it's a beautiful system. I mean, I even whether it goes into a pool or whether it goes back to them, it gives additional income, future income for the business owners, provided their business does well. It's a good opportunity for business merchants actually. But my question is, like, if I have a business, will I be willing to part with 5% of my turnover? Not even profit. It's turnover. They're talking about turnover. 5% of turnover sometimes will not even will not be able to cover my profit unless it's businesses that enjoys a very high profit margin.
Yes, you're right. Jagadish, you there? I don't know if he's even there. Okay, so Bhaskaran, I give you another example. You know, because I run a business, so we accept cards and everything. So most of the places, I don't know in Malaysia, but in USA, American Express and Discover. I think they call it Diners Club too in some countries. So let's say American Express and Discovers are acceptable everywhere, but some small store owners, they don't accept American Express or Discover card. The reason is they charge
Nakachamba
5
ulit
to
tayo
8%
guys.
on every
Next.
transaction. You understand what I mean, Bhaskaran?
Yeah, I understand. Mr. Narayana, please off your speaker, Mr. Narayana.
And if you see the reward system, the highest reward is given by American Express and Diners Club. Why? Because they charge a little extra for processing and all that. So American Express is the most, I think, from 6 to 8% they charge on every single transaction. So what they do with all the money they charge as a processing fees, they give them back to the customer as a rewards, as an incentives and all that. So customer use their card more because they're getting all the incentives back from them. So it is kind of same, but not exactly same. So here basically when they will create a pool, they will get a percentage out from those transactions, and that percentage will help them buy back those coins. And in the long run, that will increase the value of the coins. So
no, Mr. Kuram, you are 100% accurate. You are 100% accurate. The liquidity pool, 100% accurate. Okay.
So basically, once we start a business, let's say Bhaskaran, it's me and you, we both agree. So we will create a liquidity pool. You will put a little bit in it, I'll put a little bit in it. And once everything works that way, any transaction, we will get a percentage of that out and put it back in the pool. So that pool will keep on increasing and the tokens will start decreasing. So what will happen? We started the pool. Let's say you put 10,000, I put 10,000, it was 20,000. Now every transaction we are getting 5%. So in the long run, what will happen? The money in the pool or the tokens in the pool, they will start decreasing and the liquidity will start increasing. That's how it will work. Jagadish, I cannot remove you. You remove yourself and then I'll add you. Yes, sorry, Bhaskaran. What was that?
Oh.
Anyway,
ka.
Mr. Kuram, I think I'll need to go through again. Anyway, it's a very nice thing, guys. Everyone should go and read the tweet and try to understand it. Anyway, I will do a post on that because this is very, very interesting. It is amazing. The internet is full of surprises.
So let's say I think I just opened that tweet. So here it says, I'm not gonna read the whole tweet or do anything like that. So let's go to the main point. So it says in this model, merchants can tokenize their business into digital assets that function similar to form of digital equity. These assets are anchored to the interlink token, which serve as the base settlement layer of the ecosystem. So let's say we have ITLX, right? And now Bhaskaran, you own a token. So now you pair your token with ITL, and ITL already have a system that is ITLX. So every time somebody use that system, there will be, because the payment settlement is in ITL, 5% of it or 3% of it will go back in the pool. And what is that pool? That is ITLX. So if you get through that a little bit. So let's say here we say these assets are anchored to the interlinked token, which serves as the base settlement layer of the ecosystem. The key innovation lies in how transaction revenue is automatically redirected into the digital asset layer. When a payment is executed within the interlinked ecosystem, the protocol can allocate a small percentage of the transaction amount, such as 5%, as part of the system's economic feedback mechanism. Instead of simply collecting this fee as protocol revenue, the system automatically routes this portion into an on-chain liquidity pool and uses it to purchase the merchant's tokenized digital asset through an automated market maker, the AMM, similar to how swaps occur on decentralized exchanges such as Uniswap. So, for example, a customer pays 100 ITL to a merchant for a product. The protocol automatically allocates 5% from the transaction
Ay,
and routes it back into the
mali
liquidity
pa
pool.
ako, sayang. Sige lang.
So I think that's exactly what it is. But let's see. As you said,
Pababaan
you
kasi ng
more and
level
try
to,
to
pababaan.
understand more than I'll say too.
No, what you said is correct, but then the system is buying the KFS the tokens, so the KFS token will be reduced, isn't it? In the book?
Yes,
Not
yes, they will reduce. Yes,
yeah, correct. Then that's how it works, Mr. Guram. Then we are clear.
yes.
Very, it's going to be very, very
So
interesting.
that's what I said. The tokens will start decreasing and the liquidity pool will start increasing.
Yeah.
So once the liquidity pool is increasing, what it is doing that now they have more liquidity, like more money and less coins. So
But ITL will be getting
the value will increase. Keep on.
Yeah, ITL will increase. The other token will
Yes,
be decreasing.
yes.
It's beautiful. I never heard anything like this before, but you are giving example of other things. So I'm going to check on that, see how they are it. It's going to be very interesting.
Okay, guys, now let's come to any questions if you guys have. Let's come to the question. And let's see if you guys have any question regarding the topic or any other question.
Hello, sir.
Yes, how are you?
Fine, sir. How are you, sir?
Good.
Any Telugu person is there translating?
So there is some problem in what is that? X today. I can't authorize or do anything right now. I don't know why, what is wrong, but I'm trying here, but I can't. If there is even Jagadish, I can put him back in. He's calling me, but I can't get hold of him. He
I
needs
think Raju
to leave and come back.
I think Raju can handle Telugu and handle Telugu, I think.
If they can, yes, they are most welcome to do it.
Okay, sir. Sir, ITLG.
Mati na pala yun.
Hello.
Yes. ITLG or ITL, what about it?
Sir, ITLG and ITL are both are listed, or only one coin is listed?
Only ITL will be listed.
After any chances is there after ITLG also listed?
I don't see any chances now, but I don't know in the future if there is any official announcement. We will let you know. But right now, only one coin ITL.
Okay, sir. Sir, I am one of the ambassador in Interlink. I'm see your post 30% 30% coins are verified. Something you say you send the Twitter pic. Okay, sir. Sorry, sir. I don't know how to express, but thank you for telling. Bye.
No problem. The 30% and 20% that you saying, yes, we did say that.
सर मेरा आवाज आ रहा है सर?
हाँ आ रहा है, अभी आ रहा है.
सर इतना देर में कोशिश कर रहा हूँ, मेरा स्पीकर नहीं है, कोश में एवरीथिंग है.
भाई anytime this happens, always leave the IMA. Just close the app. Simple.
ज्यादा बार किया सर, ज्यादा बार एग्जिट होके आ रहा है, बट आपको नहीं दिख रहा है.
Yeah, maybe. Jagadish, Ajay was asking something in Telugu.
చెప్పండి అజయ్. అన్న ఇప్పుడు డిజిటల్ గోల్డ్ సార్ ఒకసారి
Next,
పెట్టారు
next,
20%
next.
అంబాసిడర్ కి మామూలు నార్మల్స్ కి 10% అలా పెట్టారు. అప్పుడు నేను ఒక 80 LG ఇలా ఇద్దని ఒకటి పెట్టారన్న ఒకసారి ట్విట్టర్ లో ట్వీట్.
యాక్చువల్ గా వెరిఫైడ్ ఐటీఎల్జీ గురించి మీరు అడిగేది.
అవునవును.
ఇప్పుడు మనకున్న మైండ్ ఐటీఎల్జీ వెరిఫై చేసేటప్పుడు హెచ్సిఎస్ ద్వారా 20% పోర్షన్, ఏసీఎస్ ద్వారా 30% పోర్షన్, 50% పోర్షన్ క్యూరేటర్ అని సార్ పెట్టింది మీరు చూసారు. అదే అడిగారు అంతేనా?
అవునవును.
అది ఇంకా ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీగా క్లారిటీగా తెలియదు, బట్ ఇప్పటి వరకైతే అఫీషియల్ గా అదే తెలుసు. ఇంకా క్లారిటీగా ఏం తెలియదు, ఎందుకంటే ఆ మెకానిజం అంతా వాళ్ళు ఏ విధంగా తీసుకుంటారో తెలియదు. క్యూరేటర్ పోర్షన్ 50% అనేది 50 పోర్షన్ అనేది తెలియదు, 50 మార్క్స్ అనేది తెలియదు, ఎంత పర్సెంటేజ్ అనేది కూడా ఇంతవరకు తెలియదు. జస్ట్ క్యూరేటర్ ఫామ్ వచ్చింది, అందరు ఫిల్అప్ చేస్తున్నారు, క్యూరేటర్ అడిగింది మనం ఇవ్వడం జరుగుతుంది, వెరిఫై జరుగుతుంది. ఆ వెరిఫికేషన్ ప్రాసెస్ లో ఇంటర్లీ వాళ్ళకి ఏ గైడ్ లైన్స్ ఇస్తానో మనకు తెలియదు. బట్ హెచ్సిఎస్ అయితే 20% పోర్షన్, ఏసీఎస్ అయితే 30% పోర్షన్ మాత్రం తెలుసు. క్యూరేటర్ పోర్షన్ గురించి తెలియదు. సపోజ్ మీకు ఒక 10,000 కాయిన్స్ ఉన్నాయి అనుకోండి, అందులో 2,000 కాయిన్స్ హెచ్సిఎస్ తోటి మీ వెరిఫై అవుతుంది, 3,000 కాయిన్స్ మీకు ఏసీఎస్ తోటి వెరిఫై అవుతుంది, మిగతా 5,000 కాయిన్స్ ఉంటాయి చూడండి, అవి క్యూరేటర్ వెరిఫై చేస్తారు. మిగతా అన్వెరిఫైడ్ కాయిన్స్ అలాగే ఉండిపోతాయి.
నేను ఒక అంబాసిడర్ నాన్న, అందుకని అడిగా ఈ క్వశ్చన్.
ఓకే అందరికి తెలుసు, కాకపోతే మీరు మీ అప్లైనర్ ఎవరు
అంటే
మీ అప్లైనర్
మామూలుగా యూట్యూబ్ ఛానల్ చూసి నేను చేశాను.
ఓకే ఎందుకంటే కొంచెం అప్లైనర్ ఉంటేనేమో వాళ్ళు మీకు గైడెన్స్ ఇస్తారు అని అంటున్నా. సరే ఓకే, ఎనీవే యూ కెన్ కమ్ ఫర్ ఎవ్రీ డే, యూ కెన్ ఆస్క్ యువర్ డౌట్స్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ అండ్ క్లియర్ టు మీ డౌన్ ద లైన్స్ కూడా ఈ మెసేజ్ ని పాస్ చేయండి.
ఓకే అన్న.
ఇంటర్లింక్ ఫౌండేషన్ వాళ్ళు కేవీ వాళ్ళు ఒకటి క్యూరేటర్ ఫామ్ అప్లై చేసి అది పంపించారు, అది మీ డౌన్ ద లైన్ లో అందరికి ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ పాస్ చేయండి.
నాకు ఒక డౌట్, ఇంతకు ముందు ఇప్పుడు కాదు కానీ ఇంటర్లింక్ ని ట్రెజరీ టోకెన్స్ గా ఐటీఎల్సి రెండింటిని పెట్టుకున్నారు కన్నా.
ఓకే
అదవుతుందన్న చెప్పింది.
లేదు, వాళ్ళు ఒక 9 కంపెనీస్ ఉన్నాయి ట్రెజరీ కంపెనీస్ మాత్రం వెరిఫైడ్ ఐటీఎల్, మిగతా 7 కంపెనీస్ ఐటీఎల్ ని బ్యాకప్ అంటే అక్యుములేట్ చేసుకున్నారు. వాళ్ళు ఇంత పర్చేస్ చేస్తా అని వాళ్ళు ముందే అగ్రిమెంట్ చేసేసుకున్నారు.
అవునవును, అంటే దీన్ని బట్టి ఐడియాలజీ కూడా లిస్ట్ అయ్యే అవకాశాలు ఉంటాయి అన్న.
ఇప్పుడు కాదు, అయితే దానికి ఒక పెద్ద మెకానిజం ఉంది. ఐటీఎల్జీ గురించి నువ్వు ఎందుకు చెప్పొద్దు అంటున్నా అంటే, ఓన్లీ ఇప్పుడు వెరిఫైడ్ ఐటీఎల్జీ P2P ఇవ్వట్లేదు. వెరిఫైడ్ ఐటీఎల్జీ నుంచి డిస్ట్రిబ్యూట్ ఐటీఎల్ అవుతుంది, ఇంకోటి స్టేకింగ్, ఈ రెండింటి ద్వారానే ఐటీఎల్ అనేది వస్తుంది. బట్ వెరిఫైడ్ ఐటీఎల్జీ కొంటా అన్న కంపెనీస్ కి ఏ విధంగా వస్తుంది అంటే, ఎవరైతే కొంటా అన్న కంపెనీస్ మార్కెట్ లో ఐటీఎల్ వస్తుంది కదా, నువ్వు ఇప్పుడు ట్రేడబుల్ అవుతుంది కదా ఐటీఎల్, సో నువ్వు P2P మార్కెట్ జరిగినప్పుడు ఏమవుతుందంటే ఆ రిజర్వ్స్ కంపెనీస్ ఈ ఐటీఎల్ ని పర్చేజ్ చేసుకుని మళ్ళీ వాళ్ళు స్వాప్ చేస్తే వాళ్ళకి వెరిఫైడ్ ఐటీఎల్జీ వస్తుంది. ఆ కంపెనీస్ కి, ఆ 2 కంపెనీస్ కి మాత్రం ఆ అథారిటీ ఇచ్చారు, వాళ్ళకి ఐటీఎల్జీ ఆ విధంగా వస్తుంది. సో దాని గురించి నీకు అంత అవసరం లేదు, కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవుతుంది. సో వాళ్ళకి ఏ విధంగా తీసుకుంటారు. మనకు మాత్రం ఓన్లీ వెరిఫైడ్ ఐటీఎల్జీ, డిస్ట్రిబ్యూట్ ఐటీఎల్ ఆర్ స్టేక్ ఐటీఎల్, ఈ 2 ఆప్షన్స్ కనబడతాయి. అది మన వ్యాలెట్ లో కనబడుతుంది వెరిఫైడ్ ఐటీఎల్జీ వచ్చినాక. సో ఈ క్యూరేటర్ పోర్షన్ అంతా అయిపోయినాక మనకు స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది మెకానిజం.
మాక్సిమం ఈ మంత్ ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేయొచ్చు వెరిఫైడ్ ఐటీఎల్జీ.
క్యూరేటర్ అప్లికేషన్స్ ఇప్పుడు నడుస్తున్నాయి. ఇట్ ఈస్ టేక్ 1 month or 2 months, ఐ డోంట్ నో. 1 month పైనే పడుతుంది.
ఓకే అన్న, థ్యాంక్స్ అన్న.
ఓకే,
హలో
చేయండి అజయ్, మ్యూట్ చేయండి.
Hello. Yes, smart bite. Yes. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, man.
Did you bring some news for us?
Okay, wait.
Okay, what is that?
Yeah, I will explain in my Telugu community.
No, explain in English first, so we understand too. Yeah, because this one is very important. I don't want you to misinterpret it in Telugu. Okay, because this is very important.
Parang
simple misinterpretation.
hindi ako makaayos
See, Mr. Turam and me, when we were discussing, also you were very careful and we have to admit to certain things. We might be wrong, we might be correct. So when you translate, it has to be perfect because the tweet just came out about 1 hour ago. So if you can explain in English, Mr. Kuram and me also can learn. Please.
Okay.
Smart bite.
Come on, Smart Bite, you are the master. Let's do it. Don't worry if you make a mistake in English, that's okay. We all do.
Revenue backed digital assets simple. Today came it with revenue backed digital assets. I mean, the problem is most crypto systems in many blockchain projects. One token is forced to do two different jobs. First of all is reserve assets. It means a store of value. And the second one is a payment currency. The first one is the assets should increase in value over time and protect against inflation. And the second one is payment currency. The assets should stay relative, stable, so merchants can safely accept it for daily payments. These two goals conflict with each other. If the price is very volatile and business cannot rely on it for payments, as a result, many ecosystems become speculation driven instead of economy driven. And second is interlinked different approach. That means instead of forcing one token to do everything,
Nice. Kachamba tayo.
roles.
Next.
Ideal is payment settlement token and business token is revenue backed digital assets. This means real business can tokenize themselves on the blockchain. And third one is what is business tokenization? A merchant can create a digital token representing their business. Example, a coffee shop creates a token.
Kamali pa ako ng kain. Punsa na ikakain ko.
Similar to digital quality. And the fourth one is what happened when a payment accrues. I mean, example, a customer pay 100 IDR to a merchant. The protocol automatically divides it. First is merchant receives 95 IDR. And the protocol mechanism is 5 IDR. 5 IDR means 5%. But this 5 IDR is not just a normal fee. Where is the 5 IDR goes? The system sends that 5 IDR into a liquidity pool. Pool structure, business token, IDR. Example, Ravi IDR pool. That's and AMM mechanism looks like the liquidity pool operates using a consent product automated market maker AMM model.
Uy, pinakain.
Dot Y is equal to K, where X is equal to amount of business token. Y is equal to,
excuse me. Sorry, Smart Bite, are you reading the tweet?
Yes, I am reading the tweet.
No need, Smart Bite. Because
nasyak ako dun
because even what exactly what is your message? What is your understanding about the tweet? If you're reading the tweet, no
రీడింగ్ లో చదివింది ఒక 10 వర్డ్స్ లో చెప్పు అసలు దాని మీనింగ్ సారాంశం ఏందని అడుగుతున్నాడు భాస్కర్. టోటల్ మీనింగ్ ఏంటిది అది? Just for
example, just now, for example, you said two economic player, one is for payment, one is asset. All this is old story. Everybody knows this. Okay, the recent TV wrote that just for reference purposes. But the important message is how the 5% is going to work. Okay, what exactly is it? It's not exactly tokenization, right? Okay, but in a way,
real business payments
you understand that.
Yeah. Real business payments continuously increase and support digital access value. హలో, మాట్లాడు. అదే ఏమంటే
Tweet information is a real. My understanding, real business payments continuously increase and support to digital assets value. That message meaning.
ఓకే, ఎవరైనా ఒక బిజినెస్ స్టార్ట్ చేస్తే వాళ్ళు మన ఐటీఎల్ తోటి ఒక పూల్ లిక్విడిటీ చేసి మనం ఏదైతే షాపింగ్ చేసినా వాళ్ళు ఐటీఎల్ పే చేస్తే అందులోకి ఒక 5% వాళ్ళు చార్జ్ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ ఫీ చేసి ఆ 5% తోటి మళ్ళీ మన టోకెన్స్ ని పర్చేజ్ చేస్తారు అని ఉంది అందులో.
అదే వాల్యూ అంతే, ఇంకా అంతకు మించి ఇంకా నేను అర్థం
అంటే
చేసుకున్నా.
ఒక చిన్న సారాంశం. బట్ ఇది కేవీ భాస్కరన్ సార్, ఇన్ ఎనీ ట్వీట్ ఇన్ కేవీ ఇట్ ఇస్ వన్ క్వశ్చన్ 100 meanings. I was observed. They didn't get one single shot answer. They didn't get, sir. Single shot. Nobody can understand right directly.
No. This is very, very direct. This is the tweet, very, very direct. Very, very direct. Actually, he made it as simple as possible.
I will explain that. The message explains a new economic
Musa na
model
naman tayo ng oras.
where real business payments help increase the value of digital assets. Okay, and instead of using one token for both payments and speculations, Interlink connect business activity with blockchain assets. When people pay merchants, and using ITL, a small part of the transaction, for example 5%, is automatically used to buy the merchant's digital assets token through a liquidity pool. This creates a continuous demand for the assets. Okay, because of this system, business that make more sales generate more buying pressure for their token. The value of digital assets grow for real economic activity, not just speculation. Interlink is trying to build a blockchain economy where real business revenue supports and grows digital assets value. That's me.
అజయ్ మీకు స్పీకర్ ఆఫ్ చేయండి. అజయ్,
Hello.
can you give me the post? Having chopped the speaker, some people are giving.
I think Satish.
Ajay.
Speaker. Satish.
Ajay.
నాది కాదన్నా, నాది
No, Ajay is off. Satish.
తెలుగులో మాట్లాడుతున్నాను. కాకపోతే నా ఫరంలోనే ఒక 87 లో ఉన్నారు. కాకపోతే ఇప్పుడు గ్రూప్ మైనింగ్, డైలీ మైనింగ్ ఒక గ్లాస్ వస్తున్నాయి కదా, రెడ్ గ్లాస్, గ్రీన్ గ్లాస్. చాలా మంది 6 cycles చేసిన సరే రెడ్ ఉన్నారు. చాలా మంది అడుగుతున్నారు, దానికి రీజన్ నేను కరెక్ట్గా చెప్పలేకపోతాను. చెప్తాను అని చెప్తున్నాను.
ఇంతవరకు అయితే దాని మెకానిజం గురించి ఎవరికి అర్థం కాలేదు. ఎందుకంటే అది కొత్త మోడల్ కాబట్టి ఏ విధంగా తీసుకుంటుంది, మనకు వచ్చి ఒక 1 month అవుతుంది అనుకుంటే ఇది జరగబట్టి. ఇంకా అది ఏ విధంగా 6 cycles కాదు, 100% ఉన్నా కూడా చాలా మందికి రెడ్ మార్క్ ఉంది. వి డోంట్ నో ద మెకానిజం అంటిల్ అన్లెస్ మీరు టెక్నికల్ సపోర్ట్ టీమ్ అడిగితే తప్ప దానికి మన దగ్గర ఆన్సర్ లేదు. ఈ హెల్త్ మెట్రిక్స్ గురించి అయితే నాకు ఐడియా లేదు. ఎందుకంటే నేను చూసినంత వరకు చాలా మంది 100% ఉన్నా రెడ్ మార్క్ లో పోతుంది. వి డోంట్ నో ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ.
ఏం లేదు జగదీష్, ఇప్పుడు ఏఎంఎస్ సెక్షన్ లో పెట్టినా కానీ ఎవరైతే ఉన్నారో ఇంగ్లీష్ ఆర్ హిందీ పర్సన్స్ కి డిజిటల్ గోల్డ్ అని భాస్కర్ అని ఉన్నారు. అండ్ రిమైనింగ్ ఏఎంఏ సెక్షన్ లో ఏమవుతుందంటే వాళ్ళు వీళ్ళు తిట్టుకోవడం, వీళ్ళు వాళ్ళు తిట్టుకోవడం, ఒక గొడవ తప్ప ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ అనేది ప్రాపర్ గా తెలుగు కమ్యూనిటీకి వెళ్ళట్లేదు. ఓకేనా, అందుకనే నేను తెలుగులో ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తానని చెప్పి తెలుగుకి ఎక్కువ మ్యాండేటరీ ఇస్తున్నా. అది
పర్లేదు, దాని గురించి ఇష్యూ కాదు. ఇది యాక్చువల్ గా కేవీ ట్వీట్ అనేది చాలా మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఇందులో చాలా మీనింగ్ ఉంది, చాలా యూస్ఫుల్ ఉందని భాస్కరన్ సార్ అన్నది ఏంటంటే, ఫస్ట్ ఒకవేళ నేను చెప్పింది ఇంగ్లీష్ లో చెప్పింది వాళ్ళకి కరెక్ట్ అనిపిస్తే దాన్ని తెలుగులో కన్వర్ట్ చేయమంటారు. ఎందుకంటే వాళ్ళకే ఇంకా అండర్స్టాండ్ అవ్వట్లేదు. అంటే కురం సారి కొంచెం టైం పడుతుంది, రేపటి వరకు నేను డామ్ షూర్ 100% చెప్తాను అని చెప్పాడు. అంటే చెప్పి
Jagdish, Smart Bite, you don't get me wrong, Smart Bite, because what you did was you just read out the tweet. Okay, so everybody can read the tweet, but what we wanted is a simple explanation, like when you say you increase the digital asset value, all that terms that people don't understand. We were what Mr. Puram is trying to do, what I'm trying to do, what Jagdish is trying to do is trying to understand how it works before we explain. Not reading the tweet or translating it to tweet directly to Telugu. That's why I wanted to make sure you understand it first. Because I find it difficult to understand. Mr. Puram find it difficult to understand, and we decided we have to go through it again before we can do it. But basically, we just explained what it meant. Okay, but basically, it's an opportunity. You see, you are reading the tweet, but we are looking at it as an opportunity for the interlinkers in the future. How they can make use of this opportunity. That is the reason for the explanation. Every tweet from Interlink is for us to see how we can benefit. So you have to tell them how they can benefit from this. Okay, if they are a businessman, how they can benefit. If they are a normal linker, how they can benefit. This is the purpose we have to tell them. Especially with the private mainnet coming and everything.
Okay. అంతే జస్ట్ నీకు నువ్వు ట్వీట్ చదువుతున్నావు చెప్తున్నావు కానీ సార్ అనేది ఏంటంటే కొంచెం నువ్వు కూడా కొంచెం నీకు ఆల్రెడీ 5-10 minutes లో చెప్పేస్తావేమో మళ్ళీ మొత్తం చదివేసరికి అది అర్థం కాదు మన డౌన్ ద లైన్ ఇంకా మెసేజ్ వెళ్తే వాళ్ళకి కూడా అర్థం కాదు. సో ఏదో సింపుల్ ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ గా ఎన్ఆర్ఐ చెప్పేసిన నేను అది అర్థం కాదు. అయితే స్మార్ట్ బైట్ దీని గురించి ఏం పరిగణన తీసుకోకు. రేపటి వరకు టైం తీసుకొని సింపుల్ గా అది 100 pages ఉంటే దాన్ని 1 page మార్చు అంతే. అయితే ఏం లేదు, వీళ్ళు ఏమన్నారంటే రెవెన్యూ బ్యాక్ అండ్ డిజిటల్ అసెట్స్. సో ద ఐడియా బిహైండ్ కాదు ఇప్పుడు చదువుకో. ఇప్పుడు నువ్వు ఇంకా ఎంత టైం తీసుకుని ఇప్పుడు అందరికి చెప్పినా ఇప్పుడు మైండ్ ఖరాబ్ అవుతుంది. వాళ్ళు కొంచెం నువ్వు బాగా దాన్ని డెప్త్ గా తీసుకొని తెలుగులో కరెక్ట్.
Okay, Jagdish, wait, Jagdish. Smart Bite, you since you don't want to give up, you have this ego problem. I don't know why you have ego problem. Explain to me what is revenue-based digital asset. Explain to me what
the idea behind this system is real business revenue with digital assets value.
Ubusan ako na, ubusan.
Okay.
Yeah, what it means? Yeah, what does that mean?
Blockchain products, one token is expected to do 2 different jobs. One is store of value, and the second one is payment.
No, Jagdish, Smart Bite. I'm asking you, what is the meaning of revenue-backed digital asset? You mentioned the word revenue-backed digital asset. What is the meaning of that?
I don't understand it.
This is that's what. But you use the word. You use the word, but you don't understand. This is what I'm trying to tell you. When we want to explain something, we must explain it so that others understand. When I don't understand, how can I explain it? Please keep aside your ego one side. Ego doesn't help you in any way. Okay, we are here to learn from each other. We are not experts because this is something new. So if we don't know, we shouldn't confuse others.
Yeah, digital as this whole value is supported or strengthened by the real revenue generated for business activity. My meaning. పర్ఫెక్ట్ ఓకే పర్లేదు, దాని గురించి అంత ఆర్గ్యూ కాకు. నేను అనేది ఏంటంటే నువ్వు పర్ఫెక్ట్ నాలెడ్జ్ పర్సనే, కొంచెం తెలుసుకొని రేపు మా అందరికి చెప్పు అని అంటున్నాడు సార్. నువ్వు తెలుగులో చెప్పాలనుకున్నప్పుడు మొత్తం దాన్ని 100 pages ని 1 page మార్చుకొని రేపు చెప్పు. ఇలా టైం తీసుకో. ఈ రోజే వచ్చింది కదా, కొంచెం టఫ్ ఉంది ట్వీట్. అందులో చాలా మీనింగ్ ఉంది, చాలా యూస్ఫుల్ ఉంది కమ్యూనిటీకి. సో ప్రతిదీ ఏంటంటే కొంచెం చదువుతా ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఇవ్వడం, చదువుతా మీనింగ్ చెప్పడం నాకు అలవాటు. ఓకే, ఐ అండర్స్టాండ్. బట్ ఇది చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్.
Smart Bite and Jagdish, you have taken, I think, 20 minutes or 30 minutes of the AMA session. I don't know what is the purpose. I think I'm going to leave now. You'll carry on. Okay, because
yes, guys, please. I was listening it too because we are not getting to a conclusion. So if you want, I can explain it the last time and let's see. Bhaskaran, I was just researching this and all that, so I just came to this conclusion to explain you guys a little bit more. I know it wasn't that much fun today, but at least we're trying to learn something new. So let's say I give you an easy example. So let's say the main idea of this system is basically the real payments, the token demand and the token value. Now let's say there are 2 tokens. So they both create a liquidity pool, right? Like everyone was given example of coffee token and all that. So let's say there is a coffee token. Let's think that way. So now coffee token and ITL, they both merged together and they said, let's create a liquidity pool. So there are 1,000
coffee token and 1000 ITL. They are both in a liquidity pool. As you guys all know what liquidity pool is, liquidity is basically like, let's say, cash asset or something. So just to give you an example, now what happened? A customer comes in the coffee shop. A coffee shop who is, who has created this pool with ITL, and they only accept payment in ITL, right? Now a customer walks in the store, what they're going to do? The customer will pay you in 100 ITL, right? The payment will split. So it is 95 ITL will go straight to the merchant, means the coffee shop. And the 5% of the payment, that is 5 ITL, it will go back into the liquidity pool. Now, if you guys remember, they both started the liquidity pool with 1000 coin each, 1000 coffee token and 1000 ITL. ITL and coffee token, they can both swap. So now what happened? After the transaction, now in the liquidity pool, we have 995 coffee tokens left.
Okay, naka 40
and now
minutes
we
na
have
tayo guys. So,
1005
tuloy lang.
ITL.
Tuloy
So
lang
what
natin ang
happened?
laro.
The 5% we got, we bought back the coffee token. So the coffee tokens decreased by 5%, that is 5. And ITL increased by 5%, that is 5. So now the total we have is 995 coffee tokens and 1005 ITL token. Now what happened in this transaction? The coffee token decreased and the ITL increased. So anything you guys already know, when something decreased, automatically its values go up. Now a lot of people will ask question like, the price will go up for the coffee token because it increased, but what will happen to the ITL because the total increased by 5%? So will it decrease? No. The value of ITL will not decrease because of that, because ITL is the payment currency. Now more and more people, when they deal in ITL and make it as a payment currency, like we all know, it's an external liquidity or payment currency. So the value of it will keep on increasing, just like the dollar. The more people use dollar, the more value increases. Let's say if dollar is only used in USA only, do you think we will still have the same value of the dollar? No, because the demand is so high. Dollar has been used all over the world in most of the countries, so the demand is high. Same thing with the ITL. And what ITL is doing basically in the liquidity pool with the 5% buyback, they are buying the buyback, buying back the coffee token. So ITL and coffee tokens, both of their values will go high. That's how the buyback thing is. That's how they are going to do this. Now, the other question that was coming in my mind too, let's say in this liquidity pool, who is buying the coffee token? Like we are getting the 5%, but who is buying the coffee token? Basically, the system they have designed, it is automatically buying the token. I give you an example of Apple. If you read them, they buy back their own shares every year to maintain a value, to maintain the supply and demand of the Apple stock. So all these major stock companies and all that, they all have their buyback programs where they buy back their own coins. Now I gave you another example earlier. Let's say where these coffee shops and donut shop that I gave you an example do the business. It could be on the ITLX exchange. It could be on the Interlink Super App. They can have their business anywhere. If you have seen in Pi, there are businesses. That's what they were trying to do, to get those businesses in apps so they can work, come and use your platforms like your app or your ITLX. So once they come there and they will do a business, so they have to create a liquidity pool. Let's say if I bring my coin, I have a coin called digital gold. I take it to IITLX. I should have a liquidity pool. Now I come to an agreement, like we create a pool. Every time there will be a transaction between digital gold and ITL, 5% will go back to the buyback of their token. So in the end, both will benefit. How? The price of my coin is going up, and how ITL is getting benefits from that, because the people will use their currency more and more. So the more currency will be used, it will become a global currency. That's how it will work. So it's a little tricky, but it's very simple if you guys try to understand.
Okay.
Bhaskaran, that does make a little bit of sense or no?
Yeah. And I personally think one of the biggest advantage of this system the dumping, okay, people dumping and everything, all this will be taken care, number one. And number two, how each one of us will be active in the system. What Interlink is basically doing is trying everything they can to keep you in the system, and it's over time the benefits will be simply decreased. I mean, I don't know. It's fantastic, actually. Very good.
Yes.
Hi.
And one last thing I want to add. So let's say what will happen to the value of the coffee token or whatever token, just name it. So what will happen? More payments, we will have more swaps of 5% because every transaction we're gonna take 5% out. So 5% is just a number for an example. It's not already a preset number or something. It's just for an example. So let's say more payments in ITL, we will have more swaps and we will get 5%. So what happened? More coffee token we are buying, right, from the buyback. So more coffee token we are buying, what will happen? The supply in the pool will decrease and coffee token price will go up. So the price of coffee token will go up. Now let's say what will happen to the ITL value. Basically, ITL acts as the fuel of the ecosystem. So if ITL, everyone is using ITL for everything, for payments, for liquidity pools, for swap, for settlements, even for staking later on, even for gas fees later on. So ITL will be used all over in all those fields like payments, liquidity, swap, settlement, and everything. Plus, they are doing a buyback. And let's say I'm buying iPhone 17. There are 20 iPhone 17s available in the market. And I have 18 out of 20. What will happen? I have more authority to control the price and everything. So the more buyback we are going to do, the more people started using ITL. What will happen? Eventually, it will help. I mean, both the systems, like the coffee coin and ITL. But eventually, it's gonna be ITL because we have our own exchange. We have our everything on. People will come to use us, like our exchange or our app. We are not going to use their system. So that is what going to benefit Interlink a lot. So still, if there is any question, you guys are most welcome to ask. I know it's a little hard to understand, but that's what it is.
Yeah, hi, this is Zakir. I have a question to you, Kuranji.
Yes.
Actually, the thing is, now curator came into the, game, like Interlink game. So the thing is, in downline and outside people are saying, and nowadays also so much frauds are going on. So our data simply we are handovering to another person. Just leave about the company and think about current situation. So if one misuses the data or if he did something, so whole thing will go into waste of time, right? So how can this curator thing is right as per current situations like cyber crime and all. So
the first thing is the data will be secured cryptographically. So I mean there won't be any chance. But is there a chance? Yes, there's still a chance. Let's say I give you an example in India. What is that FIU or something that, or your digital wallet or something like that, where all your information is stored? I'm not from there, but I do have an idea. Maybe Jagadish or someone can tell. You guys have a digital wallet, right?
DigiLocker.
DigiLocker, where you guys store everything. So don't you think whatever you have stored there, that can be hacked to or leaked to?
It is in the government and not in the private party or something like
okay. So in the government, who's working? There are regular people, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Simple as that. So the curators, they're gonna store everything cryptographically. It's not like that straight away they will get your pictures or they will get something. And when most of the people start asking me question like about the pictures or something, I think 99% of the people here in the AMA right now, if you open their Facebooks, they have their pictures from the day they were born until they got married and then they have kids and everything. So I don't really think anything will be hacked or leaked like that. But yes, there is a chance. It's not like that there is not a chance. But as I said, Interlink already mentioned in their white paper long time ago that they can ask for these documents. Now, a lot of people ask me another question. Maybe you didn't raise that one, that Interlink is decentralized. So if someone doesn't know, I can explain you that. And you don't need any kind of ID in a decentralized system. Yes, absolutely right. Only if you use a centralized exchange, you need KYC and everything. But why do we need this to do in Interlink when it is decentralized? Because there is a transition from Interlink app to the exchange, to the decentralized exchange. So let's say if Bhaskaran opens an account on Trust Wallet or Safe Wallet today, it is all decentralized. Bhaskaran will buy all the coins, whatever kind of trades he wants to do with his own money. He is not getting anything for free, taking it to the decentralized wallet. No, he's
Okay, last 10 minutes, guys.
investing in that wallet or buying any digital asset on that wallet from his pocket. Here, all the coins that we mined are free other than whatever time we spent mining those. So there is a transition. And second thing, to be honest with you, there are so many bots account. There are so many mining farms that are already activated and mining these coins. So to stop those people by taking all those free coins straight to the exchange, they have to do a certain kind of process that is just like KYC to make sure to stop those people. Let's say Bhaskaran and Jagadish are mining for almost 1 year. They have 500,000 or 1 million coin, and then there is somebody else with all those bot accounts and everything. They have 50 million coins altogether. Now let's say there is no KYC, right? Nothing. They say they give you a free hand. Okay, just go on ITLX, do whatever you want, whatever coins you have, sell it, do whatever. Now what will happen? Bhaskaran, hard-earned coins. Jagadish, hard-earned coins. You know, they worked hard for almost a year. And the other guy with all the bots account, 50 million coins. He went on to the exchange. What he will going to do? He's going to sell those coins. And what will happen? People who worked hard for a couple of years to get all these coins, they will not make any money. They will lose everything. So just to get those people out, they have to do KYC. Already mentioned in the white paper. Whenever they want to audit, they can do that. And there is no system in the world who will tell anyone like, don't do KYC. Basically, KYC is for your own protection. Just like we go to the airport, they tell you to take off your shoes, take off your belt. Why? Because this is for the safety of all of us. Now you want a system where you want bots to get in. Like I'm mining, my kids are mining. I told my son, you know what? They have a KYC now of 18 plus only. He said, Dad, okay, I'll wait 4 years. I have my daughter 12 years old. She said she will wait. If I don't have anything wrong or something, yeah, no problem. Now Interlink said, your face, your ID. I understand. I'm with you. Why are they doing KYC? Your face, your ID was for the app to mine your coins. But if you're doing KYC and now dealing with
naubusan pa
real
ng
money and
oras.
moving on to ITLX, if they ask for KYC just for our safety and protection to get these bots out, I don't think so there is any problem. But if you guys think there is, you guys can explain me and let me know.
No, sir. Yeah, it's not to say, because nowadays so much fraud is going on. So, thought to ask you.
Let me go to Bhaskaran. He always says that I have 400,000 or 500,000 coins. Bhaskaran, will you allow someone?
Who is that, Mr.
Yeah,
Kunal?
go ahead.
No. Who is that that asked the question?
I forgot. I think Zakir Hussain.
Correct.
Mr. Jakir, is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Jakir, let me assure you this, yeah? Okay, the only thing that the curator will be able to see in full is probably your live face detection when they have to check. Let's say, even that also the system will do it in such a way for them to compare. The only thing might be your face. Other than that, all the documents that you submit, you are submitting not to the curator, you will be submitting to the system. Okay, and the system will not expose, let's say, for example, your identity card or your passport. Let's make it very simple. You submit your international passport. Your international passport, the first 2 pages will have the full details about you. But the curator will not, from my experience in Pi Network, the curator will not be able to access all the information. They might just ask him to verify either the number is correct or not, either this passport looks genuine or not, meaning they will blanco all the details. they will only leave the details, certain details exposed for the curator to verify. Meaning, I'm very sure the curator will not be able to see your entire passport or your entire what they call identity card. Because I've seen this in Pi, I think that is how the curators will work. And curators normally, I don't think Interlink is going to depend on one curator to do the verification. So they will not expose all the information to one person. The system of all this, I have total confidence in Interlink, because Interlink is very particular about this data, what they call that, people stealing your data and what's not. You can just see how their face verification works. You should check out Mr. Vijay's video about how the facial recognition is done. That will give you an idea of how safe the system is.
Yes, correct, Bhaskaran bhai.
अस्सलामुअलैकुम खुरम भाई।
जी वालेकुम अस्सलाम।
खुरम भाई, मैंने आपको दोपहर से मैसेज किया हुआ, उसके रिप्लाई का मैं इंतजार कर रहा हूँ। आप मेहरबानी होगा।
सर आपकी दोपहर थी तो मेरी रात होगी, मैं सो गया होगा, रोजे का टाइम था और मैं सुबह से जब से उठा हूँ ना।
अच्छा,
मैं इसे में फंसा हुआ हूँ।
अच्छा, कोई मसला नहीं है।
ये आज का जी आज का है
सर। आज का है।
तो ये अभी आपके कब 10 बजेंगे?
सर अभी 20 मिनट बाद।
हाँ तो मैं आता हूँ आपके पास।
सही है, मैं भेज रहा हूँ आपको, ठीक है?
ओके।
हेलो सर।
यस राजेश।
सर मैं बोलना चाहता हूँ कि मैं लगभग 200 के पास प्रोजेक्ट में काम किया हूँ, ठीक है? तो मैं देखा हूँ कि कैसे डंपिंग होता है। केवीजर का जो मेन फोकस है, मैं देखा हूँ अभी तक वो डंपिंग को लेकर मेन फोकस रखते हैं, ठीक है? जो भी अभी तक का अपडेट आया है या फिर कुछ भी, वो मेन यही प्रोजेक्ट खत्म ना हो जाए, क्योंकि अभी का मेन टेंशन जो है, प्रोजेक्ट जो बना रहे, जो भी बन रहा है, सारा का डंपिंग का ही मेन टेंशन। बड़ा प्रोजेक्ट आ रहे हैं और वो सारा कुछ डंप होके पूरा खत्म हो जाए, उनका सपना भी पूरा खत्म हो जा रहा है। और ये खाली यूजर का वजह से नहीं है कि यूजर अपना सेल करके चला जा रहा है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। साथ में वो जो बॉट कवर करें या फिर
nanalo po sa oras.
बड़ा समस्या है,
Chamba pa.
ठीक है? और केवाईसी सर हम लोग के लिए बहुत अच्छा है, मैं ये बोलना चाहूंगा आप तुमको।
Tagal na matapos ng email nila.
तो केवाईसी बहुत जरूरी है। और
Isang oras
मैं
na.
बोल रहा था कि ये वैलिडेटर का काम मैं थोड़ा देखा था, तो डॉक्यूमेंट्स का लेके आप लोग चिंता बिल्कुल मत कीजिए, ठीक है? डॉक्यूमेंट्स में कोई टेंशन का वाला बात नहीं होगा। और बाकी देखिए, कहीं भी हम लोग का डाटा चोरी होता है, ठीक है? आप सोचेंगे कि आपका डाटा कहीं से चोरी नहीं होगा, तो ये गलत बात है, ठीक है? बाकी केवी सर का आप लोग हो सकता है ट्वीट्स पोस्ट देखते हैं, ठीक है? और आप लोग सारा कुछ फॉलो भी करते हैं, तो केवी सर बहुत ख्याल रखते हैं। बहुत अपने मैं जो भी प्रोजेक्ट देखा हूँ अभी तक, 200 प्रोजेक्ट जो भी देखा हूँ, तो उन सब में से हमको इंटरलिंक बहुत अच्छा लगा, ठीक है? और सर केवी सर जो सपना रखे हैं बहुत बड़ा है, ठीक है? हम लोग जो अभी तक शायद प्लान भी नहीं कर रहे, वो सारा कुछ भी इसमें है। अभी बहुत अपडेट आना भी बाकी है। जैसे मैं एक छोटा सा बोलना चाहूंगा कि बाइनेंस में अल्फा एयर ड्रॉप होता है, ठीक है? मैं ट्वीट देख के तो लगा था हमको कि इंटरलिंक में भी अल्फा एयर ड्रॉप आने वाला है। बहुत कुछ जो हम लोग अभी तक सुने नहीं या फिर हिंट्स भी नहीं समझे। आगे और भी बहुत कुछ, जैसे RWA का भी बात आ रहा है, या फिर और भी बहुत कुछ बिल्डिंग हम लोग बिल्ड कर रहे हैं बहुत, ठीक है? बिजनेस के साथ टाई अप कर रहे हैं, तो बहुत कुछ सर आने वाला है। और डंपिंग का लेके, जैसे डंपिंग ना हो, 3% तो हम लोग का अभी तक पता चले, जैसे जी ट्वीट किए थे कि 3% सप्लाई आने वाला है, तो और वो भी एक साथ में नहीं आने वाला है, जैसा वहां पर हिंट दिया गया है। उसके बाद फिर वेरीफाइड जो ITL हम लोग को मिलेगा, एक साथ में वो भी नहीं मिलेगा, किसी को पहले किसी को बाद, ठीक है? और बॉट जो है उनको पहले से ही बात किया जा रहा है, और उसके बाद फिर अभी ये जो केवाईसी लेके आए, तो ये जो बॉट है उनके लिए ये टेंशन वाला बात है, ना कि यूजर्स के लिए। बहुत लोग, मैं सुना मीटिंग में कि बहुत लोग टेंशन करते हैं कि मेरा क्या होगा, केवाईसी होगा या नहीं होगा, या फिर और भी बहुत कुछ, मेरा डाटा चोरी होगा या नहीं होगा, ठीक है? तो किसी के लिए कोई टेंशन वाला बात नहीं है। आप लोग बिल्कुल शांत रहिए और देखिए धीरे धीरे सब कुछ सही होगा। यूजर्स के लिए बिल्कुल भी टेंशन वाला बात नहीं, मेरा यही बोलना था सर। अच्छे बोले राजेश जी, अच्छे, आपका तो बहुत
चंबा pa.
इसमें बहुत एक्सपीरियंस है, तो पूरा कुछ समझ गया।
Uy,
थैंक यू सर।
uy, uy.
Now, a lot of people are getting very well versed. Very nice, Rajesh.
थैंक यू सर।
Yeah, hi Kuramji, this is Srinivas. Actually, thanks for your detailed explanation about the KV tweet. So a small doubt actually, you actually very clear about the entire detailed explanation, but one small doubt, see, when the business guy or the merchant, as we told, Bitcoin or Tcoin, whatever it is, so they convert their entire business into their tokens, and it will be a 10,000 or 1 lakh or 1,000, whatever it is. After exhausting of the coins, because at 5% rate we are buying back the entire coins of that tokens now. So once it got all exhausted, so what will be the next scenario?
Srinivas ji, I heard the first part and the last part. I missed the middle part because somebody called me, so I can't hear you. So I have to decline the call. So I missed the middle part.
Just a second, I'll just explain.
Ay.
So as per the tweet and as per the explanation,
Sabi
what I
dito
understood,
eh.
so the merchants can convert their business into their digital tokens and then we pool along with the ideal.
Nag-trash talk pa siya lang yan.
10,000 whatever according to the coffee token, if it considered a coffee token. Once the 10,000 coins buyback completed, so the entire coins is exhausted now, then what will be the next scenario for them to do the business?
Sir, basically, I tell you something. This is just to give you an example, but let's say you have 10,000 and I have 10,000, right? Now the value of the other, because it's decreasing, so the value of the other coin will keep on increasing, and this is just a liquidity. This is just a liquidity pool that we just started. So we can add more liquidity into that later on.
So we can add more liquidity once the coin price is increasing. So the merchant have another option to increase their stake also.
Yes.
Oh. Okay. Now I understood. So now it's clear on the part what you have explained. So I need to explain for my own Telugu community how it will happen.
It is just like a pool that we created, right?
Yeah.
So we just contributed equally in it.
Because what I thought by KV sir tweet is with a single coin, because it was not a stable coin or it was not a store of value coin, because store of value will always fluctuate. Either it will increase or it will decrease. Stable coins will always have the same price, it will be there. So single coin cannot handle these two. Like store of value coins, if you ask me like gold or Bitcoin or whatever it is, store of value coins or store of value coins. So it will keep on changing. So to reduce the risk for the merchants, I think they can use this, because maybe buying of the time it might be $1. Something was happening, it may go to $0.5. Then the merchant should not be in a loss. So that kind of maybe thought process or mathematics is there behind this the entire process. What I understood, but as you told, the liquidity pool has a chance for the merchants to increase in future, means that will definitely benefit to the merchants as well as us also. What I understood by your explanation and KV sir.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Yes.
And regarding KYC, many people have doubts. So even I worked as a validator in Pi. So it's very difficult to capture the things. It will not show for many minutes or something of your data. And even the system also won't allow you to take screenshots or something, and it will always monitor what you are doing with that.
Yes, anybody trying to take a screenshot or something, they will be banned, and that's how they got.
Yeah, exactly. So that is not possible. It's not that easy. Intentionally, they're doing with another phone, this and all. See, but that fraction of seconds, they don't know whose actually file is coming to them. So tricky and a bit difficult.
Nanalo pa ako, guys.
Worry about the KYC.
Okay, so thank you for the watch. Ayan,
which was not in the
tagal pa
system
natapos
also.
yung email nila. Teka.
Now we need not to worry about
Isang
it,
oras na
it's
kasi
well
nasa
established
mag-end na
system.
tayo. Huwag na natin guys. So, ayan, naka 1 hour na tayo ulit sa ating game 9. So, thank you for the watch and papalo naman, no? Follow, subscribe naman sa YouTube channel natin, sa Facebook page natin, tapos sa personal na channels natin. Nag-iisip pa talaga ng content. Wala kasi talawang talent eh. So yun, thank you pala sa mga nanonood at sa mga makakapanood pa nitong live. Thank you guys. So mag-out na ako sa ating live stream. Bye-bye. Thank you. See you in the next video live. Thanks.